How's it going, everyone? Today's topic will be Veles Labrinyth, Master Lost Sector, dealing with champions of Barrier and Unstoppable with a threat of Arc. So our location here is going to be on the Cosmodrome in the bottom right corner. You're going to take Skywatch, come all the way down, get located to the Lost Sector right here, and then if you need to run it on normal, so you can unlock it on Legend and Master, jump down this hole, and then run it all the way through, come back to the flag here, and then you can run it on Legend and Master as much as you like. For our build today, we'll be running Bastion to take care of Unstoppables, our Dark Decider do auto rifle here, which take care of the barriers, and our heavy can be any option you like. I recommend a rocket launcher, that's some of the Unstoppables are farther away. So when we stun them with Bastion, we can use the rocket of 2 shots, should be able to get them low enough to where we can either execute them, or they should just fall over. So barrier, you'll only be using the Dark Decider for barriers, everything else will be punch, 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 as you're using your Liar's Handshake here to do a lot of damage when you dodge melee all day long. And then it'll heal you when you punch. So as long as you're punching, you're living. Our resistance mods are going to be focused on void resistance today, as we're dealing with the ogres, our bigger threat. Grenade kickstarts will help us keep our pulse grenade active, as we don't need anything else, as our mobility isn't needed, strength isn't needed. As long as we're dodging and melee, dodge and melee, we're in a good spot. Punch, 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 hands on, get super ability back. Heavy hand will give you super back. And then everything from our feet and our cloak are kind of usual as normal as we usually like it, just to keep for survivability and sustainability. Our arc siphon is going to be paired up, or whatever siphon you want to run, make sure it matches what's killing most of the red bars. So for me, the auto rifle, besides when I'm punching, will deal with a minor spec here, so that'll be what I want my orbs to drop from. So definitely use a auto rifle, or match that up to whatever weapon you're using. If your kinetic weapon was doing most of your damage, make sure you switch this to a kinetic siphon. Make sure you have 100 resilience, and then your 2 void resilience or 2 arc, and you'll be all set. So let's make sure we go over the build here. Gathering Storm, Gambler's Dodge, Combination Blow, these 2 back and forth all day long. We'll be in a good spot. Lethal Current, as long as we're punching, if we dodge, we'll punch, we'll jolt them, and then if we punch them again, they'll blind, so you can take care of Unstoppables as long as you're in their face. And then everything else in our fragment is to focus with our grenade, with kickstarts, as our punching will be doing plenty of damage, and this grenade will be extra. So, Spark Resistance will give you 25% damage reduction, so this should be a nice combination for everything. So, let's just go and get right into it. Should be a clean run. Go and knock this thing out. Boom. Appreciate all the support. Like and subscribe below. You guys are doing amazing. Keep the channel growing. I'll keep making more videos. You guys are great. Comment below. Let me know if you want to see a certain weapon or exotic armor piece. And you guys are amazing. Alright, here we go. Gonna shoot the first button. It'll open up the door. That's the mechanic for the whole run here. So we're gonna grenade right away. Get up here, punch, punch, punch. Make sure you have your auto rifle ready, because he's gonna do a shield. One more, and then we should be able to finish her and be done with it. Shoot the button. Nice, we got an exotic Ingram. Sweet. Move on here. Sometimes it'll... Oh, there's one there. Perfect. Sometimes it's on that far side, sometimes it's not. There's also sometimes one that's right here. Right here on this corner, or on the far side. So we got lucky on both of those. Sweet. Chain all these together. Blow them all up. Oh, there we are. As long as you shoot the shield, it'll make it so he stops healing. If you stop shooting the shield, then he'll start healing. Move on here. This is kind of one of the bigger threats here. So this is dangerous, and then the Shrieker is the dangerous part at the end. So we're gonna make sure we focus on taking all the thralls. There will be cursed thralls that show up here, so make sure you're ready for them. We have Volt Shot on this weapon, so we can always have more ability uptime. These things just run at you all day. Jesus. They have no fear at all. One here. And we're gonna use finisher. Now we gotta, I would say, hide for a second. Find the other cursed thralls are gonna come in here. And then when you're ready, pop out. Here, so we can get damage on the Unstoppable. Oh man, these things are just in my face. If you want to go back there, go back there. I don't care, man. Unicorn. Perfect, there we go. Now we go up top. We have to deal with another barrier. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here, grenade, Dodge, punch for health. Destroy the barrier. And we'll just use our Bastion here just to do some good damage. That thing pumps. Take out all the thralls. You can either dodge punch them, whatever you want to do. It'll just chain and get them all, or you can just do it with your weapons, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna rocket this guy once. Okay, and then I'm gonna do it again. See the dot above his head? It means we can use a finisher. That's how I know I'm safe to run over here. Bastion will just wreck these knights, or your grenade will. The only... Sorry, I had to cough. I want to make sure I muted myself. The only threat is going to be the Shrieker here. It's in a really bad spot. It can really mess you up, so grenades don't do much to it. Rockets are kind of a waste for it. Your best bet is to kind of waste your time using a machine gun. The only other thing you could use that's decent for it, it's still not the best, is a Arbalist. It'll do it in 3 shots, but I still recommend the Bastion as your exotic weapon. It tends to do way more. But this is the only thing that's a threat. You just hide. If you're in this little crevice, they won't really shoot you very much. Oh, some of them will. If you go to the left here on this side, it can bend it around the corner and get you. So be very careful about taking care of that Shrieker. We're going to take care of this wizard here. We want to make sure we're watching out for all the mobs that spawn. There are a bunch of mobs here, so put yourself in a good situation. Don't take anything too risky. We just want to punch, find the wizards and such. Come here if I can get you with the Bastion. This thing just, with the intrinsic, unstoppable every time, it's just gonna knock them back. So now we have the real big threat here. So now you're gonna have two unstoppables. We're gonna make sure we take them out as fast as we can, because they can be really dangerous for us. So we want to get them at the door. If you can't get them at the door, then meet them farther away, like go over there to the side and then line of sight whenever you're ready. But definitely want to meet them at the door if you can, as it can be really risky if you're not prepared for them. Okay, now we're gonna have a few waves of smaller mobs, and then we're gonna have the boss spawn. I would say always save your spear for the boss to make him a unicorn, but for this one it doesn't really need that much. As long as you take out the wizard, there's really no threat. So you can just take out these things, punch as you need to. Now the boss is gonna spawn, so we kind of want to run away, not deal with it. There we go. Oh, everything's gonna spawn here. Perfect. There's the boss. He's gonna sit over here, so we don't have to worry about him. I'm gonna shoot one of these thralls out. Don't want to deal with them. Grenade for the thralls. The boss kind of just sits there, doesn't really go anywhere. He'll sometimes dodge right, so you have to watch your rockets, but as long as you have your rockets up, kind of makes it easy. You don't even have to focus the wizard, so because you killed all the champions, so just kill the boss, collect your loot, and then move on for your day. So it's a pretty simple run. 5 minutes. Hunter can just beast mode it. I do have other builds coming out for Hunter for this run, so if you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day.